We are continuing with the series of the rivers. We have put Indus River System. The source of Brahmaputra River is near Mansarovar, the Indus Sangpo suture zone. On one side you have the Kailash range, on the other side you have the Himalayan topography. The name is changing. Yarlung Sangpo, ठीक है, to Dihang, to Brahmaputra, to Jamuna, to Meghna. So नाम तो सुना ही होगा. The name keeps on changing. So there's a lot of forest, there's a lot of water that can be even acquired from the roots there. So here you have, this is the Sankosh. The next one is a calming. This is the way Teesta is flowing through Sikkim and West Bengal border. Hello everyone, welcome to another series of rivers. Welcome to PW Only IS English channel. I am Dimple Nankani. I'm the Faculty of Geography and Environment in the Titan batches. We are continuing with the series of the rivers. We have put Indus River System. The link would be attached below and you can check out the link as well. And we are also covering the another major river, that is Brahmaputra River. So let's get started. This is about the Brahmaputra River. If I talk about Brahmaputra River, as you can see, the source of Brahmaputra River is near Mansarovar, the place. So this is the place where Indus is there. You have Satluj also coming. So similarly is the place where Brahmaputra comes. There is a glacier called as 𝐑𝐄𝐿 Glacier near Mansarovar. There is this glacier from where Brahmaputra enters. Is originating. It travels eastwards towards Tibet. It takes a U-turn near Namcha Barwa, and then it tries to enters India, and then it moves towards Bangladesh. So this is the course of Brahmaputra. This is the course for the Brahmaputra that we are looking forward. This is the course of Brahmaputra, and if you look at here also you'll see that the Brahmaputra is originating from here near Mansarovar, from Chemang Glacier. It is known as Yarlung Sangpo. It moves, it travels, it turns U-turn, it moves towards India and then moves towards Bangladesh. So this is the this is the course of Brahmaputra that we can see. So let me share about Brahmaputra in a bit. That if I talk about Brahmaputra, the origin and the various other features that we have here, the various other features that we have for Brahmaputra. So Brahmaputra, it originates from Chemang Glacier near southwestern Tibet. It is close, the source is close to Indus, the source is close to Satluj. There is a pass, that is a Mariamla Pass, that is separating it from the Mansarovar Lake. So there's a pass which is separating it from the Mansarovar Lake. It is flowing through Indus Sangpo suture zone. It flows between Great Himalayas on the south and the Kailash range in the north. So it is flowing between Kailash range in the north and the Great Himalayas in the south. Despite its high altitude, there's a lot of high altitude, but then still it has a gentle slope. There's a gentle slope, the topography is gentle, and it is having a slow flow because the topography is gentle, and therefore it is navigable. The river can be navigated. You can see this here, that it is flowing between your Indus Sangpo suture zone. There's this Indus Sangpo suture zone. So it is flowing between this zone, the Indus Sangpo suture zone. On one side you have the Kailash range, on the other side you have the Himalayan topography. Okay, it is navigable throughout. So this was about some features for Brahmaputra. You know that it is flowing as Yarlung Sangpo in Tibet, and when it enters Arunachal Pradesh, it is known by a name, Dihang. It is known as Dihang or Siang. When it is entering India, it is not known as Brahmaputra. It is known as Siang or Dihang, and then it is combined by Dibang. So when it is entering India, it is known as Dihang. It is combined by Dibang. It is combined by Lohit, and then it is known as Brahmaputra. So firstly entering India as Siang or Dihang, joined by Dibang and Lohit, and then it is known as Brahmaputra River. So let us see this here, the same thing that we have. that it is flowing as Yarlung Sangpo in Arunachal Pradesh, and it enters Arunachal Pradesh as Dihang near Sadia, Lohit and Dibang joins, and then it is known as Brahmaputra. One of the most unique feature that you have on the river, it has your inlined riverine islands. Okay, inside the river, there are certain deposition that are made that becomes your island. This is called as riverine island. So what happens? Brahmaputra is flowing from Tibet, carrying a lot of sediments. When the speed of the river becomes slow, the sediments are deposited. These sediments consolidate, and that becomes inland, riverine inland. I'm sorry, that becomes riverine island. Okay, so that is becoming riverine island. Within the river, there is an island that is situated. The one of most unique island that we have in India is Majuli Island. So here you have, it is hosting Majuli Island. This is the largest riverine island that we have, and also it also has Umananda. This is the smallest river island in Assam. So here in Assam also smallest river island also, and in that is also made by Brahmaputra, and the largest riverine island was also made by Brahmaputra, Majuli as well as Umananda. Okay, so you'll see that how the name of Brahmaputra is changing. It is known by various names. It is known as Yarlung Sangpo in Tibet. It is known as Dihang in Arunachal Pradesh. When it enters Assam after meeting Lohit and Dibang, it is known as Brahmaputra. When it moves towards Bangladesh, it is known as Jamuna. When Ganga meets Jamuna, it is known as Padma, and when Padma meets Meghna, it is called as Meghna River. So the name is changing. Yarlung Sangpo, okay, to Dihang, to Brahmaputra, to Jamuna, to Meghna. Okay, take Jamuna, Padma and Meghna. So naam to suna hi hoga. The name keeps on changing. So this is about your Brahmaputra River. Geology, if I talk about the geology through which it flows in the Tibetan plateau, there it flows through a topography which has a lot of metamorphic rocks like gneissic rocks, like schist rocks. They also have some of the felsic rocks, mafic rocks. So in the Tibet, there are varied rocks through which this Brahmaputra River flows. Therefore, it carries a lot of varied sediments too. Okay. If I talk about the important cities of Brahmaputra, you have Dibrugarh, Pasighat, Niyamati, Tejpur, Guwahati. See, we know that much of the cities, they have since time immemorial been along the rivers. Rivers, they provide as shelter, they provide food, they provide livelihood, fishing, they provide the material for the construction. So major cities have always been along the rivers, especially the rivers like Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra, mighty rivers. We might have seen along Indus, you also have Indus Valley civilization. So civilizations have been built along the rivers. So similarly, the major cities are also there along Brahmaputra. What are the major cities? You have Dibrugarh, you have Niyamati, you have Tejpur, you have Guwahati. These are the important cities. Now moving on to the tributaries of the Brahmaputra. The Brahmaputra has around 12 to 13 tributaries, very, very important tributaries. You have Manas, you have Kameng, you have Lohit, you have Dibang, you have Subansiri, we have Budi Dihing. So these all the other tributaries. You will see Subansiri, Manas, Teesta, Sankosh, Sangpo. Okay. You also have Dibang, Lohit, Dikhu, Dhansari, Kopili. These are important tributaries that we have of Brahmaputra. So let us deal with the tributaries one by one. So if I show you the diagram of tributaries, these are the important tributaries of Brahmaputra. You can see them here. So this is the Brahmaputra that is flowing in India after meeting Dibang and Lohit. This is Yarlung Sangpo in China, in Tibet region. It is entering India as Dihang. It is combined by Dibang. It is combined by Lohit. Then it is known as Brahmaputra. Then obviously Jamuna, Padma, Meghna and various others. Okay. Here you'll see a tributary Teesta that is joining Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. You'll see a tributary Jaldhaka. You will see a tributary Raidak. You see a tributary Sankosh. We have Manas. We have Kameng. This is Subansiri. You have a Dhansiri. You have Dihing River, Budi Dihing River. We also have a Kopili. You also have Kopili. So these are the tributaries, okay, of Brahmaputra. Let's deal with the tributaries one by one. Let me deal with the tributaries one by one. The first tributary that we have is Sankosh. The first tributary that we have is Sankosh. If I talk about Sankosh, the origin is near Bhutan, the northern Bhutan, and it is joining Brahmaputra in the Assam region. It also Sankosh flows through Assam, through Mochu and Fochu as tributaries. So the Mochu Fochu are tributaries of Sankosh. ठीक है, संकोच करना यानी संकोच बेसिकली इट्स टू डाउट, संकोच करना, डाउट करना, ठीक है, चूचू करना, मोचू फोचू, संकोच. These are the tributaries of Sankosh, and Sankosh is a tributary of mighty Brahmaputra. The upper course of this Sankosh is glaciated. In the middle course, it and just above the lower course, it is forming V-shaped valley, and it has a lot of forest along the catchment. So there's a lot of forest, there's a lot of water that can be even acquired from the roots there. So here you have, this is the Sankosh. The next one is a Kameng. If I talk about Kameng river, the origin is near Arunachal Pradesh, district Tawang. In the Arunachal Pradesh, you have Kameng. Okay. So you have in the Arunachal Pradesh, Tawang district, it is forming a border between Kameng district, eastern Kameng on one side, western Kameng on one side. It is close to Pakhui Wildlife Sanctuary and Kaziranga National Park. So Kameng, okay, it is close to Pakhui as well as Kaziranga National Park. It is also known as Jia Bhareli in Assam. This river is known as Jia Bhareli in Assam. Okay, so Kameng. You should know about the important national parks. You should know about the important names also. So Jia Bhareli is important, as well as Kaziranga and Pakhui. This has been asked by UPSC before. Okay, where is Pakhui Wildlife Sanctuary? They have already asked. So you should know about this Pakhui as well as Kaziranga. क्यों पका, क्यों मतलब Kameng, क्यों पका रही है काजी, क्यों पका रहा है काजी. So Kameng, Pakhui and Kazi. क्यों पका रहा है काजी? So Kameng is flowing through Pakhui, is flowing through Kaziranga National Park, near the national park. The next one that we have Manas. Manas, the origin is Black Mountains, or it is coming from the Black Mountains. Kala Man तो काला ही होता है. So Black Mountains, the origin of Manas. Here it is forming a boundary between India and Bhutan. You can see it is forming a boundary between India and Bhutan. This is the Kameng one. So it is forming a boundary between India and Bhutan. It is passing through Royal Manas National Park, Manas National Park, and it is also passing through Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. So Manas is passing through Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, Manas National Park. Man Kala hai, the origin is Black Mountain, and it is forming a border between India and Bhutan. Subansari, ठीक है, Subansari is known as the Golden River. ठीक है, so जैसे Swarna Rekha is also known as Golden River, Subansari is also known as Golden River. Okay, S for Swarna Rekha, S for Subansari, both of them are known as Golden River. Why are they known as Golden River? Because it is seen that many of the rivers, they travel from far off places. As they travel from far off places, they bring some of the important metallic minerals along with them. The hard minerals, they are brought by them, especially the gold particles, the alluvial gold that we call, is brought by the rivers. And when the rivers, they slow down, that is carried from far off place, the gold is carried from far off place, and when the river slows down, the gold starts getting deposited. And you will see that many of the tribal population and the older population, they're looking out at the gold along the river. Hence the name Golden River, Subansari. The same is the case with Suvarna Rekha, therefore the name Suvarna Rekha. That is, Swarna means gold. So Subansari is known as the Golden River because it brings along with its gold dust. It is also called as alluvial gold. It is also known as a placer deposit. It is also known as placer deposit. It is flowing through Lower Subansari district in Arunachal Pradesh. There are a lot of kayaking opportunities, the boating and the kayaking opportunities are there. This also has a Subansari lower hydel power project. So Subansari, that is known as the Golden River. That is important for us. Now, the next one is the Seom River. The Seom River is important. You will see this along the Arunachal Pradesh. You can see you have this as this is the Brahmaputra river that is flowing through Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, here you will see a Syom river is also there. This is a Syom river, okay, along, and there's also Syom bridge that you can see. It's this is the bridge, uh, beautifully constructed steel architecture superstructure bridge that you have. This is the Syom bridge. So Syom is also a important tributary that you should know about. If I talk about Syom, this is south of Assam near Tibet. That's the origin. Near Tibet border it is originating, just in the south. Where Syom has a Mauling National Park. Okay, Mauling National Park is along the Syom River on its east bank. It has Syom Bridge. It is 100-meter class 70 steel super architecture. You can see this. It is very important for logistic along the India and along the LAC China border. So it's very important for logistic support, for the other support that we have. So Syom, two important things: Syom Bridge. One important, very important thing is Mauling National Park. Okay, Mausi, you remember the word Mausi. So Syom and Mauling National Park. So Mausi is that. Then we have Teesta River. This is generally there in news because Enai Chalbo. Okay, so that's Teesta River. Enai Chalbo means this will not work. Basically, Teesta River has been there in news because of the India and Bangladesh water sharing. Teesta, we want to there has been a water sharing treaty, but then the water as also comes under the state list, even if not with respect to the international border, but water is a important component of the state list. So many times the state government have their own say about the water sharing agreement, and we are a federal country, so we have to take into the concerns of the state governments. And because of the state's concern, West Bengal concerns, the India Bangladesh, they have always been at question marks of how to share the water of Teesta. Two times UPSC has asked questions on Teesta. So Teesta becomes very important river likewise also. So Teesta is an important tributary of Brahmaputra. It meets Brahmaputra in Bangladesh, that we have already seen. Let me see what is the origin and other things. So Teesta, the origin is Sulamu Lake. There's a glacier called as Zemu Glacier. Along the Zemu Glacier, there is Sulamu Lake where Teesta originates. It has one of the tributary of Teesta. The largest tributary of Teesta is Rangit River. There's Rangit River. The Teesta is flowing through. This is the way Teesta flows. Teesta flows through the border of. This is the way Teesta flows. So it is flowing through Sikkim and West Bengal border. It is flowing through border of Sikkim and West Bengal. Okay. There is other things. It actually merges with Brahmaputra and Bangladesh. So it is merging with Brahmaputra at the Bangladesh. This has been disputed between India and Bangladesh for water sharing. So let's have a close look on the Teesta River. This is a little closer look that we can have on the Teesta River. 1 minute, please. Let me just see. This is the way Teesta is flowing through Sikkim and West Bengal border. Okay, if you look at closely here, this is the Brahmaputra river that we have. This is the Brahmaputra river that is going to Bangladesh, and here you have Teesta river that is flowing through Sikkim and West Bengal border, and that is joining the Brahmaputra in the Bangladesh. So what has been the dispute? Basically, Bangladesh has been wanting 50% of the Teesta's water from December to May, and India is claiming around 55%. There have been come an agreement about Teesta. That what is the agreement that we have seen? That India will take around 42.5 and 37.5 would be utilized by Bangladesh. There have been a deal that has been struck in 2011 for 15 years. So 2026, again, this thing will come in the news of what would be the future agreement for the Teesta water sharing. If you look at this, we have already covered the Teesta river. We have already covered. We'll also look at the Teesta barrage. This is the dam. The floodgates gets open. This is the barrage that we have. We also have a hydropower on Teesta. There's also a hydropower on the Teesta river. There's also a hydropower on the Teesta river. Okay, so this was about an important tributary, that is Teesta. Coming on to the other tributary, that is Dibang River. Dibang, we know that when Brahmaputra enters India, it is known as Dihang. Then it is combined by Dibang and Lohit. So what are we dealing with? We are dealing with Dibang and Lohit. Dibang, it is coming, origin is Himalayas of Arunachal Pradesh. It basically Mishmi Hills. Dibang jo hai is a very Dabang river. It cuts Mishmi Hills. So there's a Mishmi Hill that is cut by this Dibang River. Dabang River. Mishmi, a smaller hill that we have. Then you have Lohit. It is coming from Tibet region. It is also traveling through Mishmi Hill and it is joining Siang at Brahmaputra Valley. Though Lohit has dense forest, vegetation, they also have good variety of the medicinal plants. So that is about Dibang and Lohit that we have. If I talk about the next one, that is a Dhansiri. That is Dhansiri and Kopili. You can see Dhansiri and Kopili here. So this is the place we have Brahmaputra. Okay, you have seen Siang. This is Dibang. This is Lohit. You have Buri Dihing. You have Dikoi. You have Dhansiri. You have Kopili. Kopili is, this is Kopili. This is Dhansiri. You have Dikhui. You have Buri Dihing. Okay, this is the way we've done Manas National Park. We've seen that. You have, this is your Subhansiri. So let us first focus now on the discussion that we have is Dhansiri. The origin of Dhansiri is Nagaland. It is coming from Nagaland. Okay, the main river, it is one of the main river of Assam. It is one of the main river of Nagaland. There is lot of waterlogged conditions, swampy conditions that we have in Dhansiri. So Nagaland flowing through Assam, Nagaland, and it has lot of swampy water conditions. Then we have Kopili. It is also interstate river. It flows through Meghalaya. It flows through Assam. Flows through Meghalaya, it flows through Assam. It is one of the largest tributary, south bank tributary of Brahmaputra. The largest tributary that is of the south, that is coming from the south. And however, Kopili river, that is generally in news because of coal mining, rat hole mining. The coal seam in Meghalaya is very less. They are very shorter in height. So what happens, small holes are created that are called as rat holes, wherein the small holes, they are of small heights. The children who are just about 3 feet 4 feet can go inside, go in the tunnel. They can go inside, they can go in the tunnel, and they can actually, there will be mining that can take place. The coal is mining taking place. The coal is then dumped. The water of the rain takes up the pollutants from the coal and then pollutes Kopili river. Therefore, this was there in news because a national green tribunal that protects the environment saw the pollution of Kopili river and said that this rat hole mining is illegal because it is against the constitution. It is also employing child labor. So Kopili river, there is generally in news because of the coal mining making the water acidic, and also there is a hydroelectric power project in the Kopili river. So these are the tributaries of Brahmaputra. Apart from the tributaries, let us also look at the conservation sites. We have already seen that Mauling is present along your which river. I will not say, you will have to tell me. We have done a short form Mausi, so you will have to tell me which river that is Mausi. Mauling National Park. You have also seen Manas National Park, Manas Sanctuary. You have also seen that Pakhui Wildlife Sanctuary and Kaziranga are near which river? So I'll tell you that is Kameng River. I'll not break your head there. So here I'll also say Mauling is near Mausi. That is Siom River. So Siom and Mauling, Manas and Manas National Park. You have Kaziranga and Pakhui along your Kameng River. So this short forms will help you. You also have another national park, that is Dibru-Sakhovaiya National Park. Dibru and Sakhovaiya. At the northern side, you have, this is the place where you have Dibru-Sakhovaiya National Park. On one side, you have Lohit River. On one side, you have Siang River or Dihang River. So you have Dibru River, you have Lohit River, you have Brahmaputra River. These are known for the horses, feral horses. Okay? Basically, they were used in British Army during your World War II. So they have been descendants of those horses that have been used in World War II battle on the British side. So feral horses. Vegetation, as you know that there's a lot of rainfall here, so you'll have wet evergreen forest, you have wet evergreen forest, semi-evergreen forest, and some places where the rainfall is not as much, you will have deciduous forest. These are the swampy conditions, so you'll have swamp forest. So Dibru, 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐄𝐎 National Park, you have Dibru River, you have Lohit River, you have Brahmaputra River, and you have a lot of different vegetation, and they are famous for the horses. Apart from horses, you have Bengal tiger, leopard, clouded leopard. You also have the sloth bear in the Dibru Sakhoveya National Park. You also have elephants, we have dhole, wild boar, sambar deer, hog deer, barking deer, and also various other dolphins that we have. The next one, Mauling National Park. I said this was along your Siom River. So Mauling National Park, this is actually known beyond a peak, that is Mauling Peak. So you have here, you have the Mauling National Park. It is located within Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary. So here, you know, this is Dibang will also cut it. So there's a big sanctuary, that is Dibang Biosphere Reserve. This big Biosphere Reserve can have a national park. The national park is a Mauling National Park along the Dibang Wildlife Sanctuary. Here, the vegetation, again, you will have tropical forest, moist temperate forest. At the higher latitude, you will have a temperate forest, and a lower latitude, you will have tropical forest. You can see here, in case you want to see where do you have this. So this is the important national parks that you have along Brahmaputra. You will see here you have Dibang Valley, Dibru Sakhoveya, we've already done Dibru Sakhoveya. Manas, we have seen along the Manas National Park. So vegetation, tropical forest, temperate forest. You also can have fauna in the form of leopard, you will have Bengal tiger, you'll have barking deer, takin, sero, red panda. Then we have another important national park that is there in Arunachal Pradesh, that is Namdafa National Park. It is between two mountain ranges. One is Mishmi Hills, that is Dafa Bum range, okay, Dafla Bum range, and the Patkai range. So you have Patkai range here, you know that Patkai Bum range, we have it. You also have a Mishmi Hills here. Okay, so between them you have this national park, that is your Namdafa National Park, towards the eastern side of Arunachal Pradesh. It's more to the eastern side of the Arunachal Pradesh. Between the hills, that is Mishmi Hills, and the other hills is the Patkai Bum Hills. Very important, because they have already asked something about the Namdafa National Park. This is crossed by a river, that is 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐄𝐎 River. So a local river, 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐿 River. Okay, there's a pass, there's a gap, Chaukan Pass. From this river comes. So from the Chaukan Pass, that is 𝐂𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐃𝐿 River, you will have Namdafa National Park. Between the two hills, the vegetation is evergreen forest, temperate forest, broadleaf forest. This is the only national park which have all the four major feline big cats. So the four major big cats are there. You will have Bengal, you will have tiger, you have leopard, you have snow leopard, and you have clouded leopard. All have their own territory. So very very interesting fact, that is Namdafa. नाम तो होना ही है, इतनी सारी tigers जो आपको big feline cats मिलेंगे. Clouded leopard, you will have tiger, you have leopard, you have snow leopard. So this is about your Namdafa National Park, between the two hills, Mishmi Hills as well as the Patkai range. They are famous for species like critically endangered Namdafa flying squirrel. So the flying squirrel is there, very important, very interesting. This is endangered also, this is critically endangered. It is an endemic species that is found in the Namdafa National Park. Apart from that, you have lot of primates. You have macaque, stump-tailed macaque, you have loris, you have hoolock gibbon, you have langur, you have Assamese macaque, you have rhesus macaque. So you have lot of monkeys, rhesus macaque, you have loris, you have Assam macaque, you have other types of this one. You have the only ape in India, that is hoolock gibbon, that is seen along the Namdafa National Park. So very interesting park, Namdafa National Parks. What parks have we done? We've done Namdafa National Park, we've done Manas National Park, you have done Mauling National Park. These are the important parks that you have already covered. Then you have the fauna that you have. Basically, you have wolf, you have bear, you have panda, you have golden cat, you have elephant, you have boar, musk deer, sambar, lot of fauna that you can find. So you've done Mauling, you've done Namdafa. We have also seen a part of Dibang. Okay? You also have an idea about Pakhui, Kaziranga. So moving on, Dibang Patkai National Park. Again, it is below Patkai Hills, Patkai Bum ke thoda niche, you have Dibang Patkai National Park. It is at the foothills of Patkai Hills. The river Dihing flows through it. Not Dihang, Dihing hai. Dihing flows through it. The Dihing is also a tributary of Brahmaputra River. This is also known as Jaipur rainforest, Jaipur rainforest. This is the largest stretch of lowland rainforest in India. So at the low level, you have a good rainforest, that is Jaipur rain forest. This is at the foothills of Patkai and river Dihing flows. Therefore, Dihing Patkai National Park. The species that you have is, you will have endangered species, the Assam state bird. This is, you can see, white winged wood duck. So there's a duck that has a white wing. You can also see there's a white head also. So white winged wood duck, the state bird of Assam. This is there in your Patkai Dihing National Park. Other vegetation, you will have tropical wet evergreen forest, you have layered rainforest, you have hornbills, beautiful birds you can see, you have adjutant, you have oriental darter, you have greater spotted eagle, hornbills, beautifully colored hornbills. We also have hill myna. So these are there. Apart from the birds, you have tigers, you have leopards, Bengal tiger, clouded leopard, elephants, wild sloth bear, fishing cats, golden cats, marble cats, all type of cats, felines. You have hog deer. Coming on to very famous national park that we have already might have heard, that is your Kaziranga National Park, from which your Brahmaputra flows. It is one of the biodiversity hotspot along the eastern Himalayas. What is a hotspot? Where there's lot of biodiversity, that is called as biodiversity hotspot. This concept was given by Norman Mayer, which has a lot of biodiversity, and it also is threatened. The biodiversity is under some threat. So these are the 2-3 important criteria for biodiversity hotspot. Kaziranga National Park is one of the biodiversity hotspot. We know that river Brahmaputra is flowing through it. We can see that it is also a World Heritage Site. It is actually having a lot of population of a rhinoceros. So this is the rhinoceros that you can see. So 2/3 of the world's population, not India, world's population, 2/3 of the population is along Kaziranga. Okay? The vegetation that you have alluvial grasslands. You'll have grasslands, lot of grasses. You will have savanna woodlands. There's not too much of rainfall in Assam. There's much of rainfall in Meghalaya. So at the places where there's not much of rainfall, there is where Kaziranga National Park is. This is famous for grasslands, savanna grasslands, and alluvial grasslands. You also have some deciduous trees. At some places you will have semi-evergreen trees. So semi-evergreen, deciduous grasslands are there in the Kaziranga National Parks. Where there is grasses, there will be elephant, there will be elephant grass. The name of the grass is elephant grasses, common reed grass, cotton tree, elephant apple. So these are some of the flora that you have. You will have one horn rhino here, you have Royal Bengal tiger, you have elephant here, you have wild water buffalo and the swamp deer. So grasses hai to deer bhi hoga, elephant, you'll have deer, you'll have elephant, you will have rhinoceros, you will also have because of the deer, elephant and other things, you also have the tiger there, Royal Bengal tiger and wild water buffalo. Okay, you can see pangolin here, you can see feline cat here, you can see wild water buffalo. These are the rhinoceros. The other fauna, you have pangolin, very famous for the medicinal properties, Chinese pangolin, Indian pangolin, fishing cat, you have civet. This is the civet that we have, Indian civet. So these are the other fauna that you have for the Kaziranga National Park. Then you have a very famous biosphere reserve, Manas Biosphere Reserve, that you can see river Manas is flowing through it. So Manas Biosphere Reserve, this is UNESCO's Natural World Heritage Site. So at the foothills of Himalayas, where river Manas is flowing, you will have Manas Biosphere Reserve. This is a very famous biosphere reserve, World Heritage Site. Okay? UNESCO's, this is at the Himalayan foothills. This is contiguous to Royal Manas National Park at Bhutan. You can see this is at the border. So there's also Royal Manas National Park, that is from Bhutan. Manas river is passing through it. Vegetation semi-evergreen, moist forest, dry deciduous forest, moist deciduous forest, savanna woodland, grasses. So you have grasses, you have monsoon forest, you have semi-evergreen forest. The fauna that we have here, again you can see beautiful birds here. You'll see great hornbills, you'll see Bengal florican, you have herons, we have eagles, we have pelicans. So large number of these birds we have. Pelican, we have heron, we have hornbills, etc. This is Manas National Park, which is at the border of India and Bhutan, basically in India, but then it is contiguous to Royal Manas National Park of Bhutan, also fauna, you have Chinese pangolin, you have water buffalo, wild water pygmy hog, you have, okay, husped hare, you have rhinoceros that has been reintroduced here, but that is majorly in Kaziranga, clouded leopard, elephant, sambar deer, that you have as the fauna. Moving on to Nameri. Nameri na teri, ठीक है, किसी की नहीं है, that is Nameri National Park. It is also at the Eastern Himalayas, the foothills of Eastern Himalayas. This is 𝐂𝐿 River is forming a boundary of it. ठीक है, 𝐂𝐿 is forming the boundary of this. You can see this is Nameri. This is the Nameri National Park. The core area will have Nameri National Park. You will also have Sonai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary. This also have Pakke Tiger Reserve. So Pakke se na teri hai na meri hai, theek hai, that is for sure. It's not mine, it's not yours. Pakke. So it has Pakke Tiger Reserve, it has Nameri Wildlife Sanctuary, it has Sonai Rupai Wildlife Sanctuary, theek hai. It is there near 𝐂𝐿. Okay, the fauna, you have hulok gibbon, you have orchid, you have hulok, sorry, not gibbon, that will come on fauna. Flora, you have huloks, you have orchids, you have ajar, you will have white-winged wood duck. We've already seen this is in Assam. This is the state bird of Assam. You have tiger, leopard, clouded leopard, sambar, barking deer, marbled cat, golden cat. This is what you have in the Nameri Tiger Reserve. You also have Orang Tiger Reserve. This is on the bank of Brahmaputra River. Okay. You have Dhansiri River that is flowing. This is having deciduous forest. It has savanna grasslands. It has a lot of rhesus monkey, rhino, pygmy hog, elephants, Gangetic dolphin, Bengal tiger. That is there in your Nameri. Then you also have Raimona National Park. Raimona National Park, that is located at the foothills of Himalayas. Raimona National Park. It is contiguous to Buxa Tiger Reserve. So in Bengal, you have Buxa Tiger Reserve. So contiguous to Buxa Tiger Reserve is the Raimona National Park. Okay. It is along the, on one side you have India-Bhutan border. On one side you have other rivers and the forest. The vegetation, you know, the fauna, you know, is nearly the same. The fauna, we have lot of birds, you have adjutant, you have Bengal pelican, you have wild-billed heron, you have mena, you have elephants, you have tigers, you have clouded leopards, etc. Then here, because we are there in the northeast, let's also do 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 National Park. That is at the Tura Peak. We know that 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 is on Garo Hills. There's a peak called as Tura Peak where you have this 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 Biosphere National Park. It is also one of the core area of the 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 Biosphere Reserve. It is recognized as the important bird area. It is one of the source of major rivers in Garo, that is Garo Hills. That is Simsang River is there. ठीक है, Simsang River, that becomes Someshwari River in Bangladesh. Vegetation is common as well as the flora is nearly the same. We also have, because we've done Meghalaya, we've done Garo, we've done 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 Biosphere Reserve. Let us also look at 𝐸tanki National Park. In the 𝐸tanki National Park, it is at the periphery of the Bareil Range. So at near the Bareil Range, you have 𝐸tanki National Park. Okay, so these are the flora, fauna, that some of them I'll just list for you. What we have done, Kaziranga, or let's do like this. We have done 𝐑𝐵RU 𝐶𝐶𝐾𝐂𝐻𝐿. We have done Kaziranga, 𝐑𝐵RU 𝐶𝐶𝐾𝐂𝐻𝐿, Kaziranga. We have done Orang National Park. There's Orang National Park. You have done Nameri National Park. You have done 𝐂𝐿 National Park. Okay. You also have Pobitora National Park. You should know you have Pobitora National Park. We have seen Manas National Park. Okay. Apart from, so what I generally do is 𝐑𝐵RU बोला काजी से ओए नाम क्या है तेरा. 𝐑𝐵RU बोला काजी से ओए नाम क्या है तेरा. That is, we have seen. We've also seen Manas. We've also seen 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿. We know about Manas. We know 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿. We have also seen 𝐸tanki National Park. Okay, so 𝐸tanki done, 𝐂𝐾𝐂𝐿 done, Raimona we'll have to write, Orang we've done, Nameri we've seen. You've seen Manas Biosphere Reserve, Kaziranga Biosphere Reserve. Okay, Dihing Patkai we'll have to see. Dihing Patkai. ठीक है, नाम दाफा, दिहिंग पटकाई, नाम दाफा. So we've seen this one. So half of it at least you'll remember. I have. Then you also have Naam Dafa, very, very interesting. Naam Dafa, between the Patkai Hills as well as your foothills of Himalayas. Okay, then you've also seen, apart from Naam Dafa, we've also seen the last one that we had was Dihing Patkai. Dihing Patkai. So these are the important national parks and biosphere reserve that we have for Brahmaputra. Let's look at this question. Let's look at the first question. River Teesta. If I talk about Teesta, this is about Teesta River. The source of river Teesta is same as that of Brahmaputra, but it flows through Sikkim. In case you just know the map, you don't know much, just know the map. You know that Brahmaputra flows from here. Brahmaputra somewhere flows from here. And we also know that Teesta flows somewhere from here. Teesta is flowing from somewhere here. So this is Brahmaputra, this is Teesta. Can the source of Teesta and Brahmaputra be same? No. So first goes. When you eliminate first option, the A and D goes. So either the answer will be B or the answer will be C. Looking at the one, the river Rangit in Sikkim is a tributary of river Teesta. We've already seen this, yes. Teesta flows into the Bay of Bengal on the border of India and Bangladesh. Even if you did not know the first one, suppose you only know that Teesta is a tributary of Brahmaputra. So can Teesta flow in Bay of Bengal? It will not flow in the Bay of Bengal. It is meeting Brahmaputra. It is ending in Brahmaputra. Okay? It is flowing into the Bay of Bengal on the border of Bangladesh and India. If you eliminate 3, you have the answer in front of you, 2 only. Just knowing the fact that Teesta is a tributary of Brahmaputra, you can answer this question. Okay? Even if you don't know the details. Which of the following are tributaries of Brahmaputra? Dibang, Kameng and Lohit. You will let me know whether Dibang is a tributary, Kameng is a tributary, or Lohit is a tributary. What is the answer? You will let me know. This is your tributaries of Brahmaputra. All of them are there or not there to tell me. Which of the following are flowing through Arunachal Pradesh? Barak, Lohit and Subhansiri. We've already done this. I'm also waiting for an answer from this. Which of the following is a tribute are flowing through Arunachal Pradesh? That you will let me know. Now, so you will let me know 2 answers. Which of the following is tributaries of Brahmaputra and which of them are flowing through Arunachal Pradesh? I'll be waiting in the comments for your answer. We've already covered so much. We have seen it. You will let me know. The Brahmaputra, Irrawaddy and Mekong River originate in Tibet. They flow through narrow and parallel mountain ranges in the upper reaches. Out of these rivers, Brahmaputra makes a U-turn on its course while it flows into it. This U-turn, we've seen, this is how Brahmaputra is taking a U-turn. Why does it take a U-turn? There is upliftment of Himalayan series. There is syntactial bending of geologically young Himalayas. There is geological tectonic disturbance in the tertiary fold mountains, both A and above. The answer would be a syntactial bending of the geologically young Himalayas. Okay? So here, if I talk about here, if I look at Himalayas, this is how Himalayas are. So here, you on one side you have Nanga Parbat and on the other side you have Namcha Parbat. Here, the Himalayas got folded up. Beyond this, you'll see you have Patkai Bum, you have Naga, you have Manipur Hills, you have Mizo Hills. So these are also part of Himalayas. These are part of Himalayas. These are also part of Himalayas. Okay? So this is Himalayas. What happened? The Himalayas underwent a syntactial bending. They folded like this, and therefore the rivers are also flowing like this. So this answer should be the syntactial bending of geologically young Himalayas. So this is from our side for Brahmaputra River. Stay tuned for more such videos. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.